We're here with one of the most exciting racers in the sport, Lucky. He's taken the track by storm, and I mean, he's got quite a personality, and we're finally going to get to show it off. Lucky, welcome to the show. We're excited to have you on the Drift.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Hey, thanks, Scott. It's it's good to be here. It's taking a little longer than I thought. I was kind of expecting to be, invited a little earlier, but
Hey, we're on those flights between Saudi Arabia and Florida so much. I got all my stuff in a moving van right now. I don't have an apartment, as I've mentioned before. So things have been pretty busy for us, and we'd love to have you on earlier. But you're here now, and I don't really like that jab about us having you on earlier. Yeah, to be quite honest, it's not a good start to the interview.
Start. I mean, we're pros. We'll get through it.
Yeah. So anyway, it's exciting. This week you had quite a weekend. You finally took that 5th spot in the league, which is the Champions League spot. How does that feel to sort of be a rookie racer and you're sort of going above and beyond somebody like T-Money, a veteran of the sport?
It feels pretty good. Been feeling pretty disappointed in myself to get things started. Those first few weeks, I was a little stressed out, but I felt like I finally fell into a bit of a groove last week. It was good to get a couple high placements under my belt, and I really think that I'm just getting started.
Wow.
Yeah, and I mean, go on, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, and I love the confidence. I love that energy. And Mike kind of talked about these rookie racers, and you've taken the league by storm, but some of these other rookies haven't. I'm talking Bloshi, I'm talking CBK, and I cannot forget Bebo, who's embarrassing the track out there. The sport.
Yeah, it's hard to forget Bebo. You think in 9th place, but he's just causing so much. And the blooper reel that he has alone.
Man, play the circus music when he's out there. But yeah. I just want to say, what's different? You're a rookie too. Why are you the only one who can, figure it out there?
I think you alluded to it earlier. It's just confidence in my racing ability, confidence in my ability to be up in the top with all these experienced racers. I'm not too surprised that my rookie co-racers are struggling. It's it's a tough race out there, but I think I got what it takes, and I'm starting to show it now.
Are you drinking right now?
Well, yeah, of course. I'm just having a casual one.
Yeah, don't mind that. That's
I mean,
Mike Austin's dove into that a couple times on the podcast before.
This took a turn. I think
there's nothing wrong with drinking, Scott. I don't know. We're not in a Puritan society. This isn't 1920s anymore. It's we can drink.
Most people, it's not an issue. Mike, you've had as his driver.
It's not an issue with me. I'm doing great. I think Lucky's doing great too. I think that me and Lucky are big endorsements for drinking.
I did not see. I thought this was going to be a professional interview. I didn't see this turn coming. I think, honestly, the smile.
He's
on
our
Mike,
guest.
So this is more of like an HBO style interview, not like a CNBC type daytime television type interview. So
yeah,
I can put it away if you like.
You think Rachel Maddow isn't drunk every episode that she does? I mean, I think that drinking's a nice thing to do. It gets you loose. It gets you in the zone, and hey, we might get some good Lucky sound bites because of this.
I mean, you're trying so hard to be Joe Rogan, which I understand. He's awesome, but Bob's not going to be happy about this.
Hey, he's our guest. I mean, it's fun, and maybe I'll pour myself a little something in honor of Lucky being on the podcast.
Oh boy.
Yeah, what do you like to drink there, Mike?
Hey, what don't I like to drink?
Save some for the fish, boys.
You just avoided the question there, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if it makes you feel good, I'll put it in my body. That's what I say.
Mojito Mike is
I like mojitos. Tequila sunrises. I mean, anything that looks good and tastes good on a beach.
You were drying out as we went to Saudi, and you'd come in firing, but that drying out period is lingering a little bit longer each time we fly over, and it's we're getting getting on some edgy territory, but hey, I love Good Time Mike too. So,
Yeah, I'm wetter than ever. But, Lucky, I know that you said earlier that you were stressed out earlier. I can kind of see how that stress has been relieved. Alcohol, it's a great way to do it. But you have a few other vices, I understand.
Well, Mike, I don't really like to refer to those as vices. I just think that they're just aspects of my life, of my personality that I hold dear.
That's so true.
There's a pretty it's a pretty negative stigma around some of these addictions out there, and not everybody wants to live such a straight edge life. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
like like liquor, driving fast, gambling. Getting a little frisky with the ladies or whatever you might be into. These are the things I enjoy most in life. They make my heart beat.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. I think this is all just a wonderful validation of sort of how I see the world. And it's nice to just hear it spoken so clearly and just so wonderfully.
This is going fast, this interview. Things are moving.
Yeah. I mean, I'm finding a new favorite racer right now.
I always knew there was something about you, Mike, that it just, it struck me the right way. Scott, not so much, but.
Okay. Okay, I mean, I defended you. I said you were the top rookie, but I don't.
Well, I mean, that's not subjective. That's objective. So.
Wow, this is that confidence we're talking about. You weren't lying there. This is that new brash Gen Z who you got a TikTok account, Lucky?
No.
And that might be the difference.
I think my assistant might run a TikTok account for me, but I don't bother. I don't give any time to any of that stuff.
Man, I mean, that might be the difference right there. Why Lucky's on the top and some of these rookie racers aren't. I mean, he's focused on the track, on beautiful women, on drinking alcohol, on God knows what else. Gambling. I mean, these are things that get you right in the zone. That TikTok stuff, those younger generations are into. Bebo, Bloshi, all those guys, they're probably dancing on TikTok, lip syncing along. But guys like me and Lucky, we're drinking hard alcohol in our vans. We're driving our motorcycles really fast down the middle of the road, and we're just having a really good time. So I think that this is a bit of life wisdom that we're unexpectedly falling into in this interview, which is really great to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think, one of those vices, you talked about the women, and I think that's something that Mike and I are no strangers to. So I think,
yeah,
it might be fun if we kind of each went around the table and said our favorite thing about sex. Mike, you want to lead things off?
So many things. The
breasts.
Well, it's a real toss-up between the ass and the breasts. But I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of the 90s, so I'm going to say the breasts.
Wow, I was not expecting that. I always pegged you as an ass man, Mike, but, I respect that answer.
Lucky?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Lucky. I mean, I said it was a toss-up. Two of my favorite things in the world, the ass and the breasts.
3 of them. Two boobs. So it's your 3 favorite things.
Hey, I like that. Lucky, how about you follow that one up?
There's so much to like, and I don't like to pick favorites. There's so many things that I enjoy, but I think my favorite part would be just thinking about the next one.
Whoa, boy!
Wow,
the variety of it all
is just about the conquest, huh? You just want to move on. I mean, I think that's something we can relate to, but
I know there's a Jay-Z line, and he says, sex is a weapon, so when I shoot, meet your death in less than 8 seconds. In that case, he's busting every 8 seconds. He's coming so hard, and he's making her come. And I like to think that Lucky is going through that amount of women a day. He's, living by the Jay-Z motto. He's got so many women to bang. So the fact that he is coming in 8 seconds and moving on to the next woman, each getting an orgasm in that 8 seconds, I think that that's a pretty impressive feat. I
Yeah,
don't want to speak for you, Lucky.
I live my life in the fast lane, you know me, Mike. And that was a really, really great quote. That reminds me of my favorite quote from a Kanye West, ass so big it can swallow up a G-string. Above that, two bee stings, I'm beasting. And I just really feel like that just really speaks to kind of, you know, my mantra of what I'm really trying to achieve in life.
So I think that answered you're an ass man then.
Yeah, of course I'm an ass man, Scott.
Wow,
And
we got
I'm glad that
split
that's your
down the
favorite
middle.
quote from Kanye West, not anything more recent, to be quite honest.
I honestly haven't been keeping up with any of the what's going on. So yeah, can't speak to anything he's been saying recently. But
Well, it's probably best we avoid it. We know cancel culture these days. Come for Kanye. What's next, right, Mike?
I'm not going to co-sign that.
You know, I think for me, I'm going to say the validation, you know, with sex, it kind of makes you feel like, oh, I'm worth something, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm an ass man, if you're also...
Scott, you're talking a lot last season about sleeping at the foot of the bed. How does that sort of fit in with your sex life?
I mean, it's
you're
validating.
having sex and then you sleep at the foot of the bed?
Well,
like
she's
a
got to
dog?
like you if you're at the foot of the bed.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of insight, and you know, it's great to have Lucky on. I'd love to sit down and talk a little bit more. I mean, you know, such a wise young man, wise beyond his years, I'm saying, and we're just excited to see what he does on the track. I mean, I think
I'm actually a lot older than I look, Mike.
How?
Oh, yeah?
How old?
I'm 76.
Jesus.
We age pretty gracefully. Us
you look
cloud
like a
floating
baby.
Latinos.
Yeah, you're so
Wow. I
cute.
mean, the thing is,
face assassin.
I mean, the thing about the Lakitu, they've always kind of freaked me out. They're just, you know, I mean, your father, I know he's the ref, sort of. He's the safety integrity officer for MK1, just this long-standing, I don't know, kind of like ageless being. I don't know what he does. He floats around the track. He picks up racers. Kind of creepy, to be quite honest. So to see you
He's
on
kind
the
of a
track,
jack of all trades.
yeah, to see you on the track actually racing and being dangerous, it's nice to see. But I didn't really ever think about them being that old. But I guess it kind of makes sense. They feel a little bit like an ageless god type situation. I don't know.
When you fall off and your dad picks you up, does he give you a whack?
No, he usually just hooks me with his little fishing rod and just puts me back on my feet and then floats away. He wasn't much of a talker, that one. I spent a lot of nights up looking at the ceiling, just wishing I'd, had more of a little bit of a better relationship with my father.
Mhm.
But
Well, the drinking's starting to make sense, but yeah, I mean, I can relate. For me as a stepfather, a little more. There's a lot of interaction, a little more violent than what you're talking, but yeah, this whole thing's starting to make sense with the vices, the drinking, the gambling. It's like a bit of a dark turn, as these interviews often do, as we know, Mike.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think that the producer are going to be too happy with this one, but you know, that's compelling television. It's drama, and it's great to learn a little bit more about Lucky.
Maybe a little too much. We got a little deep.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, and excited to see you on the track this season. There's 5 weekends left for MKS, and hopefully you're able to hold on to that 5th spot.
it might be tough, but I think I'm up for the challenge. That T-Money, she seems like a hell of a racer, but
Mm-hmm.
it might be a photo finish, but I'm looking forward to seeing how this one ends.